The attack on Pearl Harbor was part of a surprise airborne assault by the Japanese Navy against American military targets around the U.S. naval base at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, on the morning of Sunday, December 7, 1941. Immediately, this surprise attack brought the United States into the Second World War. In Europe, Germany recovered from her defeat in World War I. Adolf Hitler and his followers rebuilt Germany's economy and military. Their dream was to restore Germany by conquering all of Europe. In 1939, Hitler fired the opening shots of World War II by invading Poland. England and France responded to the invasion by declaring war against Germany. The United States remained sympathetic and supportive of her European friends, but neutral. By the summer of 1940, Denmark, Norway, Holland, Belgium, Luxembourg, and France had fallen. Hitler put a torch to English cities every night with a blitz of bombing raids. During the day, German and British pilots dueled in the skies above England. With victory on all fronts, Hitler found common cause with the nation of Japan. Both countries believed they required and deserved more space for their people and cultures to expand, one in Europe, the other across Asia. Along with Italy, the three countries drafted a pact, agreeing that every nation in the world shall receive the space to which it is entitled. In September of 1940, the Axis powers was born. The collapse of France in the summer of 1940 took away Europe's first line of defense against Japan's expansion in Asia. French Indochina became exposed and vulnerable. Japan moved to occupy its northern half, completing her quick conquest in September without firing a shot. With its newly enlarged presence in the Pacific, Japan began shutting down supply routes to China. In retaliation, the American Congress demanded that President Franklin D. Roosevelt issue a trade embargo against Japan. The Panama Canal was closed to her shipping. Japanese assets in the United States were frozen. Japan was derived of copper, brass, high-grade metal scrap, and most importantly, oil. This forced Japan to search hungrily again around the Pacific to replenish her dwindling supplies. Again, events on the opposite side of the globe sped Japan's march towards war with the United States. On July 22, 1941, Germany invaded the Soviet Union. This freed Japan to look south again, to complete the occupation of Southeast Asia. Within days, Japanese troops took control of the rest of French Indochina. The next day, the United States, followed quickly by Britain and the Netherlands, imposed a total trade embargo on Japan. From this moment on for Japan, conflict with the Western Allies became a certainty. Quietly, the Japanese government made the official decision to go to war with America rather than surrender its gains in China and Indochina. For the next 5 months, efforts were made on both sides to avoid the coming crisis, but these were often half-hearted diplomatic smokescreens, serving each side as a way to gain more time to prepare. For America and Japan, the days to back away from war grew fewer and darker.